everyone. I want you to meet Codename Goose, your on-machine, open-source AI agent that's available as both a desktop application as well as a CLI. Now, Goose is an MCP client, meaning it can connect to any of the thousands of MCP servers out there. It's also LLM-agnostic, so you can use any model you want. So we are really seeing the full potential of MCP here. Now, Goose as your developer agent, it can do the vibe coding for you. You know, you can give it your prompts and it'll build complete applications. But it can do much more than that. It can even fix my boy Paul's desktop, clean it up for him while we're buying puppies, you know? But yeah, it can do all sorts of complex development tasks from start to finish. For example, let's say that we want to basically set up a new project. So I want to set up this project locally, and it has a pretty extensive tech stack, and they have really good instructions as well. So I could do this manually if I wanted to, but why bother? I have Goose. So I give it the repo, and it goes ahead and uses the GitHub MCP to clone that repo, to then read the README. It's now installing my missing dependencies and setting up my environment variables. It attempts to spin up a Docker container, but it needs me to authenticate because, y'all, I'm not giving the agents my passwords, okay? And so now it's going to start the database. It runs into a little problem. That's okay. Goose will figure it out itself and get back to work. All right, so now we're going to start the front-end server, and voila, we have our environment completely set up in less than 2 minutes, I might add. So if you are looking for a completely extensible MCP client that's open source, that's available as desktop as well as CLI, that comes configured with a couple of MCP servers out the box so you can get started playing right away, and that can vibe code and more, holla at your boy Goose, all right? Any questions? Do I have time? I did good.
You got
okay.
time. That was great.
All right, questions?
Amazing.
For like that setup, how do I know it works?
Yeah, I mean, having it work once.
We vibe coding, you know, it just works. You know, you don't ask questions, you just go. You go with it. Anybody else? Somebody get him the rule book. Any other questions? Yeah, great question. So I work at Block, which is a fintech company. Why are we working on this? We actually made Goose internally so our engineers could move more efficiently. So we were automating tasks, and they found great productivity using it internally. And our CEO is a big fan of open source, so we decided to open source this client. So that's why it's not for sale or anything like that. We're not in the AI game. We're in the fintech game, but this is pretty cool, and we found value, so we wanted to share it with you. All right?
Amazing.
All right.